Social media and education. Today, about 95% of students have access to the internet outside the classroom, along with at least one form of social media. Since students are already hooked on their phones, teachers have decided to see it as an opportunity instead of a problem by using apps such as Canvas, Google Classroom, Zoom, YouTube, blogs, and even Twitter to keep students engaged. Social media has become so much more than liking and sharing one's post. In the classroom, students can now create, collaborate, build connections, and share more than ever before by using social media.
How is it used? There are many different ways to use social media for education. Social media has various uses in the classroom as well as to help market and promote schools and universities. Social media in the classroom. Using a Facebook page to broadcast updates and alerts. Students can follow the class's Facebook page and the instructor can use it to post class updates, such as homework reminders. Using Twitter as a class message board. Twitter can be great as a discussion or message board for a class as the 280 character limit makes students think critically while communicating concisely. Creating a class blog for discussions. Writing blog posts gives students another outlet for digital content that they can easily link back to class social channels. Creating class-specific Pinterest boards. Instructors can create Pinterest boards for each of their classes and save pins that are relevant to lessons. Pinterest can also be useful for students to create a digital bibliography for research projects, papers, or group assignments. Social media for education marketing. Social media links on school websites. Having these links on your website makes it easier for parents and students to find your school's social media. Sharing school events and photos. Sharing school pictures attracts new students and parents to your school. And lastly, creating interest-based Facebook groups. Creating Facebook groups for current students and alumni can increase engagement and school spirit.
Advantages and disadvantages. Advantages include students having access to programs like Kahoot, Quizlet, and many others. The students have the option to be creative with technology presentations and can view information at a faster speed, not included in a textbook. Disadvantages could include students who use their social media technology for non-educational related reasons. A teacher may find it more difficult to keep the students focused if they are using social media apps incorrectly.
So let's go ahead and talk about the future of it. Social media platforms will continue to grow and develop due to high demand of technology in today's modern society. It is inevitable that these new and improved platforms will find themselves in our educational systems today. When conducted properly, introducing social media into learning can be beneficial for students who can now interact and meet each other. It also gives them a chance to connect what they are learning in school to recent events that are occurring outside the classroom. Virtual reality, experiments, video lectures, and instantaneous feedback are all ways technology can be implemented inside schools. So essentially all this slide is saying is that there is a future in social media with classrooms as long as it's treated properly and the students don't think they can just scroll on Instagram all day. But it definitely will keep them more involved because it's a platform that they know. But that's about it.
Therefore, social media and education falls under the early majority category for teachers and early adopters category for students. This is because students are much more interested in doing things online because they know how to use it, whereas teachers are hesitant. But due to the pandemic and virtual learning, they had to get used to it. We learned that the mainstream social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest can be used for educational purposes instead of just liking and sharing. They can be used as reminders, blogs, and inspiration. Yes, we will use social media in our future because it is becoming a huge aspect of our lives already. For example, physical therapy is already starting to use virtual reality to help patients recover because it is increasing their engagement with exercises.